Hi, this is Steve from Mad About Golf, and you're probably wondering what the hell is a golf channel doing reviewing some headphones. Well, there is a reason behind my madness, and my madness is if golfers are mad enough to spend $1,200 on a driver, are they also mad enough to spend $1,200 to $1,500 on a set of headphones? Let's find out. So these are the Focal Bathys. I know it looks like Bathys, and a lot of people that review these headphones call them Bathys. Fair enough, it looks like Bathys, but the French pronounce it Bathys apparently. So yes, they are made in France. They're made by a company called Focal, who are very, very famous in the industry for producing high quality, premium, very expensive speakers and headphones. This is their first foray into the area of anti-noise cancelling headphones. So this is their first attempt, never done anything like this before. And in this review, we're going to have a look at the headphones themselves. Are they any good? And should you spend nearly $1,500 on a pair? So looking at the packaging first, pretty simple box, bit of a preview of what you get inside the box, a few of the features, etc, etc. It's got a nice magnetic flap, I think you call it, yep. Inside you've got the Focal, there's like a brochure advertising some other products, and then you've got a user manual as well, but obviously all that stuff is available via the app, and you download the app by scanning this QR code, and I'll show you the app a bit later on. So the case you get with the Focal Bathys is actually, I think it's quite nice. It's like a sort of a suede carpety type feel, but really solid hard shell case, not too big I don't think, and really good zip on it. And inside this space here is where you'd normally have your cables, and provided is a headphone jack cable and a USB-C to USB-C cable for charging, and also for the use of the DAC mode, which I'll talk about later. But I actually prefer them up here in this little pouch up here, and then your headphones just sit nice and snugly in here. So yeah, really good case, good job. And don't know if you can see it, but there's an actual faint Focal logo there, which is quite cool. But yeah, like it, good job. So looking at the materials that they've used for the Focal Bathys, you've got a mixture of aluminium, magnesium, plastic and leather. So on the outside here of each of the ear cups, you've got brushed aluminium. The logo is plastic. This area here is also plastic. The yoke itself though is made of magnesium, and you have got leather along the top. You've got like a suede padding underneath, and each of the ear cups has got a really soft plush leather area, which I really like, and they're actually really deep. I mean, you put your finger in there, right? It's quite a bit of depth before you hit the speaker drivers, and the speaker drivers themselves are made out of magnesium aluminium M-shaped dome drivers, and they're 40 millimeters, so quite big, and that's quite apparent when you start listening to them as well. These are loud. The weight of the head cups themselves is 350 grams, so they're about 100 grams heavier than probably the most popular set of mainstream headphones, the Sony XM5s. They're 250 or 249 grams, so quite heavy, but I think they counteract that by comfort, like really comfortable to wear for long periods of time. Very snug. The clamping force on them is fine. It's some people complain that it's too tight. I think it's excellent. Creates a really good seal around the ear, and yeah, no, I think they've done a good job of the overall shape and form of the headphones themselves. On the side of each ear cup, you've actually got the Focal logo, which is backlit. I don't know if you can pick it up on the camera, but it's quite cool. So you can actually turn that off through the app. You can have it sort of half brightness or full brightness. Yeah, so it's on both sides. Cool feature. It's obviously only for other people to see because you can't see it when you're wearing them unless you're looking in a mirror, but it certainly does make the brand stand out. So yeah, I like it, pretty cool. And while I'm reviewing these headphones, my cat Poppy has popped in. So yeah, if you see a tail in the bottom of the screen, that's my cat Poppy. So yeah, she loves to be in videos when she can because she's like that. The adjustment side of the Focal Bathys is made of stainless steel, and it's got like a clicking sort of mechanism in it, which is good. So it makes it really easy to find the right size for your noggin, which is cool. So I'm going to put them on. One thing I must say about the Focal Bathys is they're wide. So when I put these on, you're probably going to get an instant image in your head of Princess Leia from Star Wars. But hey, it is what it is, and yeah, here we go. You ready? May the Force be with you. So if we look at the controls on the right hand ear cup, at the top you've got your volume up, volume down. In the middle you've got a pause, play, skip track button, and if you hold that button down for about 5 seconds, it activates Bluetooth pairing mode, which you'll need to connect to devices. Down from that you've got your on-off switch, which is great. It actually has a physical on-off switch, and in the middle it has the DAC mode, which we'll talk about in a minute. Below that there's another button. If you click that, that's going to activate voice assistant, so Google, Amazon Alexa or Siri. And then below that further you've got your USB-C port, which is used for charging, but also the DAC mode. And then below that you've got your headphone jack as well if you're old school. On the left hand ear cup there is only one button, and that button is used to control anti-noise cancelling. So these have built-in anti-noise cancelling, ANC, and it's fantastic. Works really, really well. If you want to, you can just click it, it'll turn it on, and you go into what they call transparency mode. So it uses the 8 microphones within the headphones to basically bring outside noise in, so it sounds like you're not wearing headphones. It works really well. If you press and hold it for 2 seconds, it's going to switch that transparency mode to half transparency or half ANC. So you've got off, full transparency, half on ANC, then full ANC. Don't really know why you'd want it half on, but I either have it on or off. But yeah, so if someone comes to speak to me, I just quickly push that button and it goes into transparency mode. And then if I want dead silence again, I just click it again and it goes into ANC mode. So let's talk about the DAC mode, okay? So on the side here you've got on, off, and in the middle there's a switch or a label that says DAC, which stands for Digital Analog Converter. Basically what it means is that if you plug the USB-C cable into a USB-C device, a computer or a phone, and you play lossless audio files from sites like Tidal, meaning that there's no compression, no Bluetooth compression. So what it does is when you connect that, it bypasses the whole Bluetooth side of this headphone, and it will stream the song in full lossless streaming audio to your headphones from the device. So the quality just takes that other step up. I tested it. and yes, you do hear an improvement, but they've done such an amazing job on just the actual just Bluetooth side of these headphones that it's not that noticeable. But yeah, you do notice it, but I just prefer just to have them as wireless, no cables. And yeah, but if you're a real audiophile and you want true lossless audio, go for it. Plug it in. Yeah, awesome. So the Focal Bathys have the ability to connect to 2 different devices at once, so multi-point. In reality, I find that doesn't quite work that well. I find I can just connect to one device. If I try to play something on the other device, it doesn't play for some reason, but maybe I'm doing something wrong. But yeah, it's supposed to support 2 devices at the same time, which is pretty cool. These headphones run on Bluetooth 5.1 and they give you 30 hours of battery life, which is pretty much standard for ANC headphones these days. And they have quick charging ability, so I think if you plug them in for 15 minutes, you'll get 5 hours of playback time, which is great. So I'm now in full transparency mode, so I can hear everything around me, especially the neighbour who's playing basketball at the moment, so thanks for that. Phone call wise, I've used these a lot for phone calls. It's got 8 microphones in total, so 4 on each side. I think the call quality is fantastic. I can hear them clearly, they can hear me clearly, so yeah, it works really well. I think they've done a great job of that, and the ANC. I think the anti-noise cancelling works superbly. Even like without even having the headphones turned on, you know, the sound deadening that you get from these ear cups is amazing, and I think it's just the thick padding that you have. So when you do actually turn them on and activate anti-noise cancelling, it's amazing. It's really, really, really dead quiet, and I like it a lot. Great job. So the codecs that the Focal Bathys support are SBC, AAC, Qualcomm, aptX and aptX adaptive. No fucking idea what any of that means, but yeah, that's what codecs it can support. It doesn't do LDAC, which is that Sony codec, which everybody raves about, but yeah. So just a quick run through of the app, really simple to use. I've got an image of the headphones here, EQ, noise cancellation, sound personalization, and LED where you control that, that light on the side. It gives you your battery time left, 60%, and then it also shows you the audio format of the song that you're playing, which is quite cool. So if we jump into the EQ, so it has a lot of presets. So it comes with one called Home, Dynamic and Loudness, and then you can set up your own presets as well. So I've set up about 8 to sort of get it to sound exactly how you like it to sound. So if we go back, we look at noise cancellation. So at the moment I've got them on transparent. I can set it to soft noise cancellation, or I can set it to silent as well. So full noise cancellation. It's quite cool. You get some good sounds that tell you which mode that you're in. Sound personalization. This is really cool. So what this does is it actually takes you through a hearing test, and it basically plays white noise, and over that white noise it plays a series of beeps, high-pitched beeps, and you have to basically push a button when you hear the beep and then take it off when you don't hear the beep. And what it does is it goes through that for about probably 3 or 4 minutes, and at the end of it, it makes compensations of the sounds that you can't hear with your current hearing. As we all know, as we get older, our hearing deteriorates. As you can see, mine's pretty shit in some areas. So this, what it's done is it's adjusted all of the sounds to cater for my hearing, and then you can control the intensity of that. Like, do you want it to be fully like that, or do you want only part of it? And then you can play this button and hear the difference. So yeah, very cool feature. We go back, this is where you control the LED. So at the moment I've got it on bright. You can change it to dim, or you can turn it off. The other area to look at is settings. So we go in here, this is where you would set your preferred voice assistant. So Amazon Alexa or Google Assistant are the two that it's got at the moment. Auto standby means it'll switch off after a certain amount of time to say battery. Side tone, that means it basically pumps in more of your voice when you're on a call. Yeah, and that's it for the app. Yeah, very simple to use. Yeah. But the number one reason that you would buy these headphones is for the sound, okay? So just a bit of history, I've tried the Sony XM4s, thought they were pretty good. Then I upgraded to the Sony XM5s. I thought the sound was even better on those. And then someone said, oh no, you need these Sennheiser Momentum 4s because the sound is way better than the Sony headphones. So I got a pair of those. And I was like, wow, that's also amazing. You know, that's much better than Sony's. I thought, wow. And then I saw an advert for these headphones, and I luckily found a second-hand pair online, and I bought them and I put them on, and I honestly could not believe the step up in sound quality that you get from Sony or Sennheiser. I haven't tried any other headphones. No tell a lie, I've got a pair of Jabra Elite 85T earbuds. They sound pretty good, but none of them come anywhere close to the Focal Bathys as far as sound quality goes. I mean, I'll give you some examples, okay, of songs that I listened to that I was just blown away with. Probably the one that made me fall in love with these headphones was Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here. I mean, I've listened to that song, I don't know, hundreds of times since I was younger. I love that song. And at the start of it, you've got like this, you know, crackly record sound, and you can hear the, you know, the plucking of the guitar. But before that, right at the very start, I didn't realize, but you hear someone breathing in that song, who's obviously the guitarist, you know, sorry, I don't know his name, but he's waiting to play the track, and you can hear him breathing, and then you hear him whick. He actually whick. You know, I didn't even know that existed until I had these headphones. So that's how detailed and clear and how much of the sound they bring out of a song. I was just like gobsmacked. And then I discovered a playlist on Spotify called Songs for Headphones, which also was amazing because they've obviously selected tracks that sound great on headphones. But the one song I think that if you buy a pair of these that I would try first is John Mayer, Your Body is Wonderland. That just, it's incredible, the different layers that it brings out in the song. And I know they talk about sound staging, which you know, refers to, you know, the different instruments that you hear on different sides of the headphones. It's incredible how it does that. And yeah, it's hard to explain the difference. It's like, okay, it does explain the difference in price. So let's talk about that for a minute. You've got, you know, the Sony XM5s that are what, $475. This is New Zealand dollars. then the Sennheiser Momentum 4, they're about the same price. These are $1,500, right? So they're 3 times as much. And so the question is the sound quality 3 times better? No, it's not. It's 10 times better. Honestly, it's 10 times better. And I'm so happy that I discovered them and that I have them, because I think I'm going to have them for a very long time, unlike my drivers, who seem to only last for 3 to 6 months, or my playing colleagues would tell you 3 weeks. But yeah, no, it's made me rediscover music that I've listened to for years. And if you have the budget, and again, I'm going to say, if you're prepared to spend $1,200 on a driver, right, you're a mad golfer like I am. So why not be mad and buy a $1,500 set of headphones, right? Why not? Life's too short. Go for it. I'm not sponsored by Focal, by the way. Yeah, that'd be nice, but no, I'm not. I'm just doing this video because I saw a synergy between people that are mad about golf, who also are mad about spending money, and I thought, wow, maybe other people want to learn about high quality headphones. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe and like it. If you want to see more tech videos, I also have an affliction with buying tech equipment as well as golf equipment. So yeah, I've got plenty of products that I could review. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll check you in the next video. Thanks.